There remain a few other flight types which just need some verbal explanation. So what I've done here is I've created a flight just to access the flight type menu. And if I click the drop down and have a look near the bottom, you'll see there's 4 categories which are worth talking about. First one is instructor training. If an instructor is being trained by another instructor, then they get slightly reduced rates. So if you're told by the instructor that that's what they're doing, then just set it to instructor training as a flight type. There's also air test, where one of our engineers might need to take the glider up to test some changes that have been made or other issues, which we don't charge at all for. So if you select air test, that will eliminate any charge to them. There's something called an off-site launch, which we basically use over the winter, where we take a glider over to Crowland or wherever. It sits there and it's launched by their launch system. So we, or the pilot, will pay Crowland in that example directly for the launch, but we'll still pay minutes for the glider as it's one of ours. So select off-site launch in that case. That would normally be done by somebody on the committee, because they will have brought back information about the flight, so you don't need to worry too much about that. Finally, we've got a catch-all, which is flight type to be confirmed, sorry. So if you're doing the log and you really don't know what to put in there, no one can help you, then just put in flight type to be confirmed and fill other details in as appropriate. That can be picked up by me or Greg or Andy or somebody later on, and not the next day, even maybe weeks down the line. So we might try and work out what we should put in there, but hopefully you'll never have to use flight type to be confirmed. Okay, I think that covers all flight types. All we need to do is cover aero towing, but that's fairly straightforward. That'll be covered in another video.